Down Memphis, Tennessee, our setting tonight, the Fed. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time.
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Edwards. McDaniels is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Russell. And it's Beasley in at the shooting guard. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the three, the small forward. And that one is good by Beasley.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Now Edwards. We're about 1 minute into the first. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Edwards. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Back to Beasley. Here's the three. The rebound by Anderson. The Grizzlies off to a slow start. Brooks the pass to Morant. He kicks it to Anderson. Outside Jackson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Russell with it. From deep. The shot, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota on top, leading by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Minnesota, Ricky Rubio is out there with Edwards, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
The feed to Rubio. Here's Edwards.
And from the field, did a pretty good job in that first quarter, but now down below 30% for the game. This quarter has been quite a struggle.
And the pass to Allen. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Allen's got his first basket of the night.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Over in the corner, Edwards. From outside, off the mark.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Bain, there's the killer two-handed slam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Jones looking for an opening. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Minnesota with the rebound. And here's Edwards. Here's the lob to the hoop. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even in scoring. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, it's never easy to go on the road in the NBA, no matter what the matchup is. But I think they like playing the role of the villain. Their effort has been fantastic, and they've done all that they can do to keep this crowd quiet.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Grizzlies' first half?
Interior scoring has not been a priority for them. They'd be in a much better shape if they run a more balanced offense. That would make them a harder team to defend, especially in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Russell. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Edwards, that's good.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Towns against Valanciunas, who's back up, and it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Towns. Beasley's got 5 now.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's Culver. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the 4. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Anderson. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Minnesota gets called for the foul.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2. And both free throws good for Anderson.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Pass to Towns. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
It's Beasley on the wing. Passes it to Reed. 1:05 left in the game. Towns for 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Stolen by Rubio. Now here's Culver. It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Towns. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes...
Player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
The drive by Russell.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 5. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing by 5. And now we've got the intentional foul. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting for Minnesota, D'Angelo Russell. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out. Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
A 3 from Anderson. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Malik Beasley at the line for 2.
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Morant finds Brooks. Offensive rebound. From deep three-point range, missed. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A truly gutsy performance.